It's a great day here at KEKFILA's YouTube channel. I am your host, the KEKFILA, and today I am bringing you a video about a game. And normally we just play a one-piece trading card game, but this one's at a local, so I'm trying out a little bit more of a gooseneck style video here. And this was actually just a bigger local of 37 players. It was kind of an event going on in the middle of OPO 3.5. And it was in Salt Lake City. I wanted to go over the event organizers before I actually just go into the game. First, Demolition Games in Salt Lake City. Big shout out to them. They host just good games on every Monday. And shout out to Chitty and True. They organized some of the play at the shop. And they brought all the swag to the event, all the hype, and even better, some of the stuff, now by popular demand, will be available on True's or Kid Robots Etsy. So the link will be in the description. Another thing is, with that, we'll have a promo code just for you nerds and 5% off for these awesome mats. There's this great I Want to Die Robin mat. And, and I just kind of wanted to go over my games. I thought I'd record them. But the first game I actually, I recorded someone else's game because my opponent was a little new to the shop and they decided they'd rather not have their game recorded, which I told them they could not do that to begin with because I could just turn over and watch someone else. And you'll see on the right here, you'll have True, and the left, you'll have Jules Senpai. And before I go, one more thing. He has these Dawn that he works with Davis and TCG. So shout out to Davis and TCG as well for their awesome Dawn. I had all this Dawn I always use for all my casual games. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the goo. And now we are at the video. It might be doing a little skipping at the beginning here. But you have True on the right. He's playing Nami. We have Jules on the left. He's playing Law. He actually just recently upgraded his deck. Little story about Jules. He, at some point, had max rated his deck, and then he mid rated it. But now he's going back to medium rarity, a medium rare of the deck. So just kind of doing what he's doing. It's kind of fun. But again, I do want to apologize about the little bit of the angle here. I actually had this little gooseneck here, and I'm trying out this new setup, and it was kind of over his thing. It's all good though. But actually, a little thing I wanted to go over with this as well is that you actually have Sanji here. He places Sanji and he uses skill right away to draw the card. This is so such a funny tech against Nami because you can just draw the card right away. And I never really thought of that as an option, and now he's just abusing that. So now I'll continue on with this. He then just has Nami. He actually swings 6, and he actually gets to trash 1 card, and he just passes turn, leaving 2 Dawn up. And he rests 2, plays down a Dan, and grabs a Otama. He uses Sanji's skill to swing 7 at Nami, and I don't really know what he has in his hand at this point, but I think you should just try to guard out as best you can. He uses that 1 card that lets you ditch 2 cards, and then looks like he uses a Dawn effectively here. And he puts the cards to the bottom of the deck. He plays a Beige Capone and a Chopper. He's going to be able to start using Law shenanigans really, really soon. And True then thinks here for a moment. He decides to swing 5, most likely at the leader or maybe the Sanji. And then he passes turn. And he has 5 Dawn up. Then Jules, with a brick in his hand, he just throws down 2 Searcher Namis. And it goes 5 at leader, not using Sanji's skill this time. You don't want to go down to 0 life. He counters out with a Zeph. He then plays, or he then uses 2 Dawn on the Dan. So now that's another. And he does a Love Mellow to draw a card. And he swings 5. And then his Tickle of Attacks is actually going to work on Law pretty well. And he looks like he takes the 5. And then he just pays 2 to pick up a card, put down the Law, and pick up put down the same to Dan, and just kind of doing Law shenanigans. And he grabs another trial deck Nami, which actually that was a Searcher Nami, which is pretty juice, right? He's getting pretty juice hand to pan. Law's gonna have no issues essentially with that. So exactly how will Nami deal with this? So let's see what he thinks here. I thought I edited this a little bit, but he swings 5. He just is like, oh yeah, that's right. Huh, that's funny. I'm just gonna pass turn with 7 Dawn up, and Jules here just starts laying down the lawnmower, and he throws first 5 at the leader, and does the awesome possum desert spada, and goes 5k at Nami using a love mellow. It really sucks to have to do that, but I guess you have to. 5 again, and he has 4 in hand. It looks like he takes it. Looks like he's kind of bricked out. I know he has an interesting build, true, which I'll just say he runs 7 cost impel down cards. You don't need those at all. At all. It's just not necessary, you know. But he gets the Law down. He picks up the Nami, and then it looks like he just puts down Sunny, which is obviously pretty good. So True then goes to this turn. He takes a second. I do a little bit of editing here, and he plays down a Kaya to begin with. He draws 2, discards 2 cards. It's just one was the 6k counter and a 1k counter buggy, and then he decides to pay 5, playing this down, and Zepho gets the mill 2, which is pretty poggers, and then does a Kaya draw 2, a discard 2, and looks like he's kind of going through the Kaya blockchain here, and looks like he just passed his turn with that. I did a little choppy editing there, but we'll living and learning. So he goes 5, he discards with the 1k, goes 5 again, and looks like he's gonna use this to the rubber band, right? Mill 1. He goes 5 again, and he actually takes the 5, which he then just draws 2, draws 1, mills 1, and then ditches 1 for something else, for the Law leader. And then he swings 7 again, and he has to think here for a moment. What is he going to do? He pays 1, he just gavels it, discarding a card and milling 2. And he pays 2, picks up the Sanji, puts back down the restand Law, attacks the 7k Law. He takes that last attack there. Now True's at 10 Dawn, 0 life. Pretty rough. Just kind of how it goes right now with this game. And he decides to play down a Kaya, just draw 2, discard 2, a draw 2, discard 2 with another Kaya, and then play down Sanji's Pilaf, and then draw 2 as well. Thinks here for a moment, and you know, he uses looks like he attacked with Zeph and then swings for 8 with Zeph. He uses a Rad Beam, and let's think here, what is he, what options does Nami have? He plays on the 1 cost, which gets him a card, a 1 cost blue card. He's just looking about what he wants to grab. He'll grab the Gavel, I suppose. 2 cards in hand, 2 Dawn open, no blockers, goes straight for 16 and goes, yeah, you got it. And that's the end of the game. Thank you everyone for watching. I did win my first round here, so I will be 1-0, and the rest of the games will be my games playing Doflamingo. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. I will see you all in the next one. Ciao.